Okay, so it's dark out, so I apologize. I could just go like that. Woo! No, let's not do that and say we did. Let's just pretend. Oh, that's not bad. So, like in my last vlog, I was talking about moving to Florida or whatever, and I wasn't sure. I feel like I'm like, should make a decision, and I feel like my decision is we're moving because I'm so flipping cold right now. I mean, I say the opposite when it's super, super hot, like in the humidity when it's 95 and you freaking go outside and you can't breathe. Or you go outside and you just stand there and you just sweat and you're not even moving, you're just sweating because it's that hot. I complain then too. Like, I know people who are summer people complain about winter, and they're the first ones to say, don't you dare complain about it. I was threatened by some of my friends last year after the horrid winter that Massachusetts or New England had. She's like, if you dare complain once this summer, I'm going to physically harm you. And I was like, okay. So anyways, I'm so cold. Like, it's 31 and there's really no wind chill, I don't think, although I feel like there's no way it's 31. Not that 31 is warm, but I feel like it's negative 25. It's so cold. And it's like, you know how when you're so cold you just can't get warm no matter what. I've had 2 cups of coffee today. I've had a hot chocolate. I've had a hot tea. I've had leftover pot roast dinner. I have wrapped myself up. Like, this is why I'm not taking a hot shower. Because my husband's like, go take a shower, which I'm obviously going to take a shower. But here's my thought process on the mentality of go take a hot shower to get warm. Yeah, it's great until you get out of the shower. Those of you who are listening to this with headphones, I apologize. But that's like, yeah, it's nice and warm when you're in there. But then you come out and you're like, oh, it's so cold. I just can't win. Ow. And then you hit your hand on the steering wheel and your hand is so cold that it flipping hurts even more. I'm just having a day. All right, I'm on my way to pick up my son at basketball. I'm so flipping cold. My oldest son's 18-year physical is tomorrow. He turned 18 while we were in Florida. I have an adult for a child, I have birthed an adult right now. That's just, all right, I'll talk to you ladies later. I gotta like do something with my face. Today is, what is today? Thursday. And I'm freezing and exhausted. And for the 3rd day in a row, I've woken up with a headache. So I'm not really sure what to do with that. So, but it's not going to stop me. It's like I want to just go back to bed. For the next 2 hours, I'm going to do some work, like YouTube work stuff. And then I'm going to go to work. Then I have to go to my son's physical. And then I'm going to the gym, whether I like it or not. Because I have a little bit of time this afternoon where I have no kids and I can go to the gym for like an hour, even a half hour. I'm going to push myself and do that. I will let you know if it happens. I'm going to try really hard. I'm going to not talk myself out of it, and I'm going to do it. Because you know what? That's how I roll. Let's see if it works. So, I haven't heard that song in forever. I've always heard the Rascal Flatts version, which I absolutely love. That's like the original, I think. Yeah, it is. I wonder who sings it. I forget who it is. I know one of these is gonna go, was it Eric something? I forget. Anyways, I am off to Ulta because I bought a Hot Tools 1-inch curling iron and I took it to Florida with me and I used it for the first time and I hated it. So there's that. I do not have the box. Supposedly their return policies, they have everything. It does say in original packaging, but I don't need to have money back. I mean, give me a store credit. I know there's something else I will buy. I mean, seriously. So I'm gonna try. I mean, obviously if they're like, nope, sorry, well, I mean, it's not like it doesn't do a good job. It doesn't, like my other one, when I put it on my hair, I can move it out like this or I can move it through my hair smoothly. This one, it's like I can't. I always have to up the clip thingy. So I don't know. So maybe it's that type. So I'm going to attempt that, and then I'm going to Target. Shocker. I feel like every time I vlog, I'm going to Target. I really don't go to Target that often, but my son, 2 of my kids have the football banquet tomorrow, and my youngest son has no khaki pants. So I'm going to run in and grab khaki pants. There was something, oh, I have to get hangers for my older son. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm doing. And that's as far as I know. That I want to check out some Revlon lipsticks. Not that I need a lipstick, but I'm always up to trying new things, and they got good reviews, so I'm going to try that. Anyways, though, that's all I think I'm getting at Target. I mean, I'll look if Ulta will give me a store credit. I mean, obviously I'm going to look around. Actually, if it's like if I get a full store credit, I'm going to get the Gwen Stefani palette. Why? Do I need a palette? No. But every time I see it, every time I see a YouTuber use it, every time I see it in the store, it's like, I need to have that. I don't know why. It's a problem. But I'm only gonna get it if I get full store credit on the curling iron, because then it wouldn't cost much after that to get it. So, but that's all I'm gonna say. That's about it. That's enough. All right. Hopefully, wish me luck at Ulta. When I walk into the room and passing out $100 bills and bills and thrills and homes on my silver roll grill. And I'm by the bar, jumping around the crowd, and everybody's getting down. In this town, ain't never gonna be the same. Let's go. And I saddle up my horse and I ride into the city. I make a lot of noise, the girls are all so pretty. Get out of my way. Look around Broadway, now struck me Roy. Save a horse, ride a cowboy. Yeah, yeah. Save a horse, ride a cowboy. So Ulta was a success. They let me return it with no problem at all, with full refund. My only issue is I mean, usually when you return something, they ask, do you want to put it back on your card? They didn't ask me that at all, and they put it back on a gift card, and then I was like, well, can we just give me an Ulta gift card then? Or can I go shopping? And she'd already like hit process and already went through. So it's back on a gift card. Unfortunately, a gift card is a credit, so it could take up to 24 hours, so I was pissed. I was like, really? You couldn't really? I mean, I wasn't like pissed where I was gonna be like, I'm not that kind of person, but I was annoyed because they had the Gwen Stefani palette, and I of course had to look at it again, and I just love it every time. I actually think I like the Gwen Stefani palette better than the Tartelette palette. Now that's by looks only. That has nothing to do with me playing with it or swatching it or anything. Yeah. Which, those of you who know me know the Tartelette palette was like serious business. So I think Monday, I don't work until Monday night. I think Monday I'll go back with my gift card and I'm gonna get the Gwen Stefani palette. So yeah. So now I'm off to Target. And I have to go to Sports Authority, which is next to Target, or I can look at Target for like a water bottle, like a reusable one. I have one that I love at home, but I don't know what happened to it. It got like, I don't know. It's nasty. I've washed it. I've multiple times. It still has a funky smell to it, so I'm tossing it, which is sad because I loved it. So I got it at I got it at Sports Authority, so I'm going to go back and see if they still have it, but I'm going to go to Target first because, you know, I never know. Target could have one that I love too, so I want to go to 2 stores when I can just go to 1, right? Oh, there's Bed Bath & Beyond. No. You don't go to Bed Bath & Beyond. That is really dangerous. All right. Yes, I have a dartboard on my wall. My husband is a dart player. So if you're a dart player, you have a dartboard, whatever. I hate this house. Anyways, I figured you saw in this vlog that I went to Target, I went to Ulta, I went to Michael's. Did I tell you I went to Michael's? I went to Michael's and I got an amazing deal, which we'll talk about, which by the time you get this, you see this, it's probably not going to be a deal, but I did post on Instagram. I got in my car in the parking lot. I didn't even drive away and I posted on Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, because if I know of anything coming up that like I always post stuff on Instagram. So there you go. So let's start with Target. I got, let me find the messiness you'll see on this. This table is like the catch-all. So anyways, I got cat food. I was so awesomely psyched about this. e.l.f. came out with skincare. Now you could only get it online and I saw it today. This was the eye cream. They also had night cream. They had moisturizer. They had cleanser. I was so proud of myself because part of me was like, oh, I want to get it all. But I'm like, no, I have a moisturizer home that I'm liking. I don't have an eye cream. So I'm like, oh, hi, Leo. So I figured this would be, hi, Leo, hi. So I figured this would be good to try out. I got a pack of hangers. My older son has decided that he would like to hang his clothes. Fabulous. I also got one of these. With those of you who watched my sticker organization about it, this is double-sided tape and it's repositionable. It is the best one I have used. So every time I go to Target, if I have a couple extra bucks that I want to spend or that I can spend and they have them, because sometimes they don't have these, I just grab one. So I got one of those. Leo, I kind of need you to move. Thank you. I got a pair of khakis for my son, for my 8-year-old. These are size 8. He has his football banquet tomorrow, so he needed a pair of khakis. He's going to be oh so thrilled to wear them, but he has no choice. I got myself some workout pants. These were $20, the Champion from Target. I've never tried them before, so I will use them. I'll get back to you on that. Now, on to Sports Authority. I got myself a water bottle. Now, I like the Under Armour water bottle. I like the Camelback too, but I really like the Under Armour. And of course, the pink they had, it was only 22 ounces. Now, it's a difference of 2 ounces. Does it make a difference? No. But I like the feel of this one, the thickness. I don't know. But it's one of those that doesn't have a straw, like the Camelback ones. Put that down. Leo, stop it. You flip this down, and then you go like this, and then poof, and then you drink it. It doesn't have a straw, but I've had those before. But you know what? I like to put a ton of ice in this. So I'm going to try it and see if it's okay. If I want to go the straw, then I'll go back and get a Camelback one because I had my eye on that one too. So that's Sports Authority. And then at Michael's, they had a pen next to the register. It was $1. They had like 4 different designs. How flippin' cute is this? I might put this in a giveaway. Anyways, I got some more bobbins because I'm going to go through, instead of my washi being stored in those little black containers that you see, I think I'm going to like divvy them up between a whole bunch of these bobbins. And I have like a little container that would hold all these. I'm not sure. Plus, a lot of people like samples and stuff, so I'm going to give some samples away. I got a tape measure because, you know, I need to measure myself. I got colored pencils for my coloring book. And here we go. Ready, guys? I got this huge scrapbook book. Now, I need to look on a bin for, and it said sale $10. These are originally $19.99. So I'm thinking, okay, well, I had like 6 sheets of paper in my hand. I didn't like the quality. So I'm like, well, these are cute. So I figured, I'll go bring it. And I had a 40% off coupon for Recollections original price. So I'm like, okay, if these run in for $19.99, then I'll use the coupon. If they ring in for $10, perfect. They ran in for $1.99. I was like, I want to go get 2 more. But then I'm like, no, I don't need 2 more. 180. So this is weird because I'm cooking, but I'm not doing a YouTube video. I'm like vlogging. So I'm making beef stew using these Campbell sauces. I use these for my pot roast. I mean, this is my first time doing the beef stew one. So I'm like super excited. I have my crock pot and I'm just cutting potatoes. I'm using the wrong knife for this. So I figured, you know, although I'm not like videotaping, of course, I'm sure you guys are going to be like, well, we want to... I don't have the right knife for it. I mean, I can YouTube this eventually, but I just want to like vlog really quick. I don't usually vlog like while I'm in my house. Can you see my recycling right now? Look at that mound. I need to find a space in my house that I can put like a large box or something. This is not the right knife to cut potatoes. The recipe says 2 potatoes. I use 4 because my family loves potatoes. And it's like, why not? I need to find a space in my house to put like the recycling bin or something where I don't have this mound of recycling boxes behind me. Because that was such a nice background, don't you think? So I'm filming my 2015, I have 2 videos, 2015 beauty favorites, like holy grail stuff that I use. And then I also have a 2015 like personal favorites, like, you know, as a mom, as a homemaker, like personal stuff that I like for, that's personal, that's like holy grail. Guys, I don't know what to do about this whole Florida thing. I am literally, it's causing me so much anxiety. Like, it's one of those times where I wish I could see the future. I honestly wish I could see the future because on one hand, I want to go. Like, I am like 80% sure that we're going. Well, I know we're going. We are definitely moving to Florida. It's now time-wise. Like, do I do it this summer before my son starts high school? Or I do it in 4 years when my son graduates high school? Now, if I do it in 4 years, I've said this already in vlogs, and you guys are probably like, can you shut up about it? In 4 years, my youngest will be going into 7th grade. So I'm still going to have the same issue. But then my husband made a really good point. If my mother is watching this, don't take offense to what I'm about to say. Because he really wants to go. And I'm like, well, he understands how I feel about with my son. But he was like, I was like, but you seem like you really want to do it this summer. Like, what's the rush? Why can't we wait 4 years? And he's like, man, you don't know if your mom or Bob are even going to be there in 4 years. And I'm like, okay, that's morbid. I mean, they're not that old. I mean, Bob is 72. My mom is 68. I mean, in this day and age, that's not old. This day and age, like 90's old. But you know what? He's absolutely right. I don't even know if I'll be here in 4 years. I mean, I hate this. That's really morbid to say. But he's right. We don't know what's going to happen. And that got me thinking, oh my God, like, what if my mom does leave in 4 years? Like, move down there this summer and spend this time with her. Oh my God. But then it's like, Florida is very different than New England. Element is different from what I saw. I mean, obviously, if the decision is made, I need to go down there, like just me and my husband. And I think I got too many potatoes. And look around, because I really want to find a family-friendly place. I mean, we'd be in Central Florida. That's a definite. I just don't want, because one thing can change the course of someone's future. Like, I know this. Like, if my father didn't pass away, I wouldn't even be in Massachusetts. I would still be on the West Coast. You know? So, one thing can change your whole, I think that's enough potatoes. Can change your whole outlook. So, it's like, I don't want us up and moving to Florida to change my son's path in a negative way. Like, what happened? Let me get a little closer. Like, this is what I think about. Like, what happens if all of a sudden, you know, he gets really, I think the worst, and this is what I do, and it's like, but it's causing me so much anxiety. Like, I hear what everyone says, but the problem is, like, I love you guys, but you guys are in the same boat. Like, half of you are saying go, half of you are saying wait. It's like, oh, and I mean in a good way, I don't mean in a bad way. But I mean, it's like, you see what, it's so hard. I'm like, oh, I'm so frustrated. So I put carrots and potatoes, and now I'm just throwing the meat in. It's weird. The recipe doesn't ask me to brown the meat first, which it kind of, I wonder if I'm supposed to. I'm not going to. So if something happens, it's like, okay. Anyway, so that's the deal on the Florida thing. I'm so torn. And then I look at the houses and I'm like, oh my gosh, Mandy, why are you torn? You could live in a beautiful home. A home that you've always wanted to instead of this shithole. So nice. But it's true. I mean, you get so much more house. And it's not just Florida. I feel like it's anywhere but New England. New England as a whole, although California is expensive too, but I don't know. Like, it's so expensive here. So, okay, anyway, so I just poured the sauce on. I'm just going to mix it up a little bit. It doesn't look like, am I supposed to add water? The other ones tell me not to. Layer carrots and potatoes in slow cooker. Top with beef. Pour sauce over beef. Doesn't say to add water. All right. I think once it heats up, it'll all liquefy, and I just feel like you're supposed to have water to stew, aren't you? Just add beef and vegetables. That's all it says. So I think the juices of the meats, and we'll see what happens. I'm not leaving for work for 4 hours, so we'll see how this works. Anyways, though, let's end this rant because I got stuff to do. But I'm just, and for some reason, I'm like, feel like I need to make this decision. I feel like I need to make this decision now because so much planning goes into it. Ow. It's so early in the morning, but it's really not. It's 8:30-ish. I just dropped my son off at school. And I don't know what is going on with him, but the past 2 mornings, he has been awful. I mean, yeah, actually, no. Yesterday morning, he was okay. But yesterday afternoon, I was just like, oh my God, the tantrums were so bad. Like, he didn't get to play Xbox. And this is like a new way. He got Xbox. They got Xbox One for Christmas, so it's like, oh my God. Oh my God. And it would hurt to do it because it's like, oh. But he can't get away with that. And then this morning, like, he was trying to snap out of it, I could tell, but it's like everything was just, he was having one of those mornings where everything was irritating him, so I get it, I have those mornings, but it's like, as a mom, it's so hard because I'm the one that they take it out on, and it's like, oh God, I don't want to yell that. It's like, I just want to be like, oh my God, I have a wicked headache again. So I told him, I said, listen, I said, you have the day at school to snap out of this. When I pick you up at school, you need to be done with this, because if you're not, Xbox is being shut off again today. And I don't want to do that because he has so much fun playing. And he has to do his homework before he gets on it, though. No matter what, he has to do his homework when he gets home. He just loves that part. All right, I hit 10,000 steps yesterday. I'm super excited. I did not go to the gym yesterday. I need to kind of get in some kind of routine. I think, like, Mondays, I'm not going to go to the gym because I'm tired. And Mondays and Fridays, I don't work until night. So those are, like, my days where I do, like, my filming, where I do my editing. So I think Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm going to go to the gym after work. Like, after I pick up the kids at school and after, like, my husband gets home from work, I'm going to go to the gym. And then Wednesdays, I don't work at all on Wednesday, so technically I could go to the gym at one point, so we'll see. But right now I'm going to say Tuesday, Thursday, and possibly one of the weekend days, Saturday. Sunday I can't. That's the plan. We'll see how it vlogs at night in my car because you guys can't really see me. Oh, that's better. But this is so funny to tell you. Like, so obviously it's sad news. You heard that David Bowie died yesterday. So I'm at work. Yeah, yesterday was Monday. So I was at work Monday night. No lie. One of the girls comes out to me and she goes, with a straight face, so what kind of songs did Tim Bowie sing? And I was just like, first of all, it's David Bowie. He's a rock legend. He was an actor as well as a musician. And then I had to like take myself back and be like, okay, you know, I know how this feels now because I do this to my husband all the time. But I never got names wrong. But the fact that it's been all over the news and she was like Timbo, I was like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Yeah. I just had to share because I found it very comical. So there you go. You have been entertained.